It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, have to deal with.
Yes, yes. Welcome back to another weekly edition of ISD and School Detention. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You are here with Devonn.
And Pierce.
How you feeling, my guy?
I'm all right.
That's good. That's good. We had to start over for the top again, but essentially you were just saying how you handle accomplishments.
Oh, yeah. So we were talking about going to New York next week. And what I'll be doing out there. I'll just be taking some pictures and stuff, and you were just saying how it's a pretty big deal, pretty major and all that stuff. And I was just saying probably the reason why I sound so nonchalant about what is going on is just because I don't like getting caught up in the hype of what is happening. You know what I'm saying? Because then I feel like you'll lose focus in because you're so caught up in what is going on, So
yeah.
there's a reason I'm going out there, so I don't want to. I'm not going out there to have fun. It's gonna be fun, but I got things I need to focus on, and if I do a good enough job there, then that might give me more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? But if I were to look at this as just a pinnacle, then that's a really small way of looking at things and thinking of things. So I try not to get caught up in that as. And as I accomplish more and more what I want to do with my life, I just kind of keep that in mind that there's always what I'm doing is always for a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to lose sight of that. Not that you can't celebrate what's going on right now, but I definitely don't want to think what's going on right now is amazing, and then I get complacent, and then I'm like, ugh. And then I don't achieve what I really could have achieved because I was so caught up in the small achievements. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big thing, but I know I got bigger things in store. So, I'm really not going to think this is like
the end all be all.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a mental discipline thing. I understand that completely. Like I was just showing you this YouTube video we put up last week for our episode, The Sale of Sex. Those numbers went up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
like
time.
That's like the biggest weekly debut ever. Well, even though it hasn't been up for a week yet, but just like in the amount of a day, yeah, been up for a day because I did a YouTube premiere. So like people get the notification like, oh, this is going up in 30 minutes, and then I put it up. The other one, the bubble bursting one, I fucked that one up. I'm not gonna lie. I put the debut on, but it was for like time in like Amsterdam and not America.
Oh.
So, but hey, man, I understand what you're saying about accomplishments. You can't get so caught up in making a layup. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You can't get caught up like these NBA players. Like, when they win those, for example, perfect example, and it goes right into a topic we can jump right into. Bron in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, I was gonna bring up Kobe's example.
Okay, good. Go right ahead. R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I mean, when Kobe was up 2-0, what was it, the finals?
Mm-hmm.
And with LeBron right now, they although what they just accomplished was great, and most people would be just happy doing that.
Hell yeah.
They know that that's not the end of the road, and there's still more that needs to be tackled. So they don't want to lose sight of that, and that's just kind of my mentality when it comes to certain accomplishments. Of course, you can acknowledge it, and I'm sure they acknowledged it. Like I'm sure LeBron wasn't just went straight to his room and didn't celebrate with his guy. Of course, he's gonna celebrate, but like they know that that's not the end. That wasn't the goal. That's just a step to reach that goal. And that's kind of how I look at my accomplishments. Or whenever I do accomplish something. Especially when that accomplishment is just working towards something bigger. I don't want to lose sight of the bigger picture, basically, and kind of get lost and like I said before, the hype, and that goes right into exactly what you were saying with Kobe and LeBron, just how they kind of, and I imagine a lot of competitors, the top competitors and whatever it is, could be engineering or being a lawyer or whatever, but when you personally know that you have more in store, what I'm saying, the small things, the small accomplishments that may be huge to somebody else might not be as big to you, or you might not see them as that big because you already have an idea of what's next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of mentality that I try to have when it comes to things like that, just so I can keep pushing, and like I said before, not get content with where I was at, and it's like, okay, well, New York was cool, like that's all I'm ever gonna get to, you know what I'm saying? But I could get here, here, and here. You feel me? But if I'm just stuck in New York, it's like, you're limiting yourself. You don't want to do that.
What's the biggest change in your modeling career from this time a year ago to now?
Oh, I wasn't modeling this time of year ago, so that's probably the biggest change.
What modeling career?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, it's really just finally doing something I want to do, and it really just. And the thing is, I could have been doing this years ago, but it was all a mental thing. Like I never really thought I didn't really think I'd be that good at it. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I thought I had these flaws, and this. It was, it was all mental thing, and everybody feels like they have flaws,
Yeah.
But it's really what you do with those flaws, and sometimes you just really gotta. My first modeling job, I submitted not thinking I was gonna get it. I just submitted just so I could tell myself, oh, at least you tried. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. Mm-hmm. So cause I could really remember it was like 2:00 in the morning. I saw the casting call. I was like, let me just, I'll go ahead and type up a quick email, pick some pictures out,
facts,
and send this shit in. I was like, I'm probably not gonna. There's probably a bunch of other people that have applied. I'm not gonna get this shit at all. And lo and behold, like 2 days later, I get the email, and I was like, oh wow, and kind of went from there. But just doing something that I didn't even think I would be able to do. I just wanted to do it just so I could tell myself, at least you tried, but that's all it takes is trying, you feel me? And then a lot of, once you try something that you feel like you've never been able to do before, then you do it, then you're like, oh, I was the only one holding myself back from that because clearly, like, they think I can do it, or, they like what I'm doing, or whatever, or I can easily do this, but to me, and the mental barriers that I was putting up against for myself, was really limiting me and my just things I can accomplish and the attitude that I really needed to have. So I'm glad I did apply. I'm glad I did submit that, kind of and break it down, even though I was super negative going into it when I sent the email because like I said before, I didn't think I'd be able to get that, luckily I was. And I was able to kind of, build off of that. And, I'm continuing to do that. But it really just takes it's just one time. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. And if you don't, you got to figure out why, And it's not even just I just decided to apply. There was a whole process working up to it because I've submitted to agencies and stuff before and didn't get a word back. And, but at the same time, like looking at myself like back then, like I was a lot smaller in stature. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really work out like that. So like there was a lot of things I needed to work on. So I've been working out a lot more consistently for the past 2 years now. And my body has improved, at least I think so, and so now I'm able to do a lot more stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's a whole process, like you're not going to be able to accomplish things that you really want to unless you do this work and put this and start making the steps towards that goal. I feel like a lot of people, including me at a certain time, kind of felt like, well, if you just believe hard enough, it's going to happen. But that's not the case. Like, especially, if you're using the whole manifest and all that stuff, which I really do believe is 100% true. But at the end of the day, you got to realize the universe doesn't just respond to hopes and dreams. Like, they respond to action as well. So you got to combine both of them to really get what you want in life. I mean, action and manifestation, speaking into existence, talking about it, thinking about it, and keeping it constantly in your head. And once the universe sees that you're also making the strides towards that, whether that's taking a class to learn this, or that's watching these YouTube videos to learn this, or investing in yourself to get better, or to get a better sound, or to get a better look, or whatever the case is, then that's when the ball really starts rolling. Versus just hoping and wishing, because I feel like a lot of people, when they think of just speaking into existence, that's all they need to do is just speak it into existence, and that's it. Yeah. Oh, if I say it enough, it's going to happen. It's like, all right, yeah, you're saying it enough, but like you also have to take a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say, oh, I'm going to make it the NBA. I'm going to make the NBA, and then you never go practice.
Right.
You only play during the game. You don't go you don't come after the game and in the shooting free throws in a dark gym type shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You're not putting in the extra work. You're not really working towards your goal. You're just saying it and hoping that everything comes to you, you know, which rarely ever happens.
Yeah, faith without work, or works without faith is, was it faith without works? No, faith without works is dead. Like, you can't sit here and say, oh, I want this, and then not go for it, because then what the hell are you really doing?
Right. Like, do you really want it? You know, or do you like the idea of having it, of doing it, of being it, you know? And I think that's a lot of people. And at the same time, again, you know, it's a lot. I think it's people are, you know, scared to do certain things that they really want to do, you know, because I feel like a lot of people see, you know, a lot of people would like to do things, whether that's a creative thing, whether that's, you know, cooking, whether that's, you know, it doesn't have to be creative, whether that's like going to school, whether that's getting a degree, or whatever the case is. And a lot of the times it's their own mental barriers that are not allowing them to succeed and to strive, you know. And I feel like a lot of the times those mental barriers will be in the disguise of somebody else, or in your head you'll be saying, oh, I can't do this because of this, or I can't do this because of that, or you know, they're stopping me from doing this. But at the end of the day, it's like, you have to sit and really think about, are they though? You know, like, what's really stopping you from doing these things? And you kind of got to be real with yourself sometimes and be like, you know, all right, obviously, yes, I do want to do this, but I haven't because of X, Y, Z. And a lot of the time, it's going to be, everything is about you. You know, it's going to be you haven't done it because of you. And, you know, there could be outside forces. You know, I'm not saying it's all you, but at the end, I feel like the majority of the times, like, you're the one that's stopping yourself from doing most things in life.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to break through that. And even if you're scared, bro, like, I really feel like if you're scared to do something, that's probably what you should be doing type shit. You know, and at least when it comes to, like, accomplishing things in life, you know, if you're scared to go talk to that person, but you know that person, bro, go talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're scared to give your music to this person because, you know, they've previously covered this and this artist, and you don't think you're up to par with them, boom, send it anyway. You never know. You feel me? Or whatever the case is, you know, if you want to enter a pie competition and you don't think your apples are ripe enough, but you enter it anyway, and boom, you just killed this fucking pie competition. You know, you wouldn't have known unless you did it. You know, and even if you do it and you fail, that's still experience that you will gain, that will help you in the long run, in the future, when you are faced with that task again. You know, so, but it really is something that everyone, I feel like, needs to work on, is even if it's a fake sense of confidence.
Man, let me tell you,
faking it till you making it is a real thing.
And I didn't think it was. I was just like, how can I, if I know the truth? Like, you could tell yourself, oh, I believe myself, but until, like, I don't know, like, because sometimes you say something enough and it'll become reality. But then it's just like, it felt like for a while I was lying to myself. It's like, how can I feel this way if I haven't begun to do this? So some things I feel like we're going to feel confident at, some things we're not going to feel confident on. But, like, you know, it's all about what you want to put your time into. The way I look at life now, it's like, I feel like everyone just wants to be really good at least one or two things. Like, you don't have to be the best at everything, but I feel like everyone just wants to be good at, like, the one or two things that they know that they do. And that's all I really want to do. I just want to be the best and put my all into, like, broadcasting, for example. Like, I have to know what the fuck I want to do. So all the other stuff can kind of fall to the wayside. But I had to kind of go through a period where, like, I just had to have epiphany. Look myself in the mirror, like, yo, you do this and you do this and you've done this and you've done that. So, like, why do you feel this way about yourself? And actually look at what I'm actually bringing to the table versus what I think I am, you know? And when I did that, that changed my perspective on a lot of things. And I feel the confidence I feel about this show, and really just in general, is now it's been through the roof. Through the roof, man. Like, part of me felt like it's a waste of time, where's consistency, yada, yada. No, I feel fucking great. I feel like $1 million, man.
Yeah. You just gotta keep pushing, man. Even, because, well, I mean, realistically, not every moment that you're chasing whatever you're chasing is gonna be great. I mean, there's gonna be plenty of failures. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of, like I said before, there's plenty of things I've submitted to that I didn't get a response to. You know what I'm saying? And I could have easily been like, oh, well, this isn't for me. But you got to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of videos that we've put out that have like 2 views. You know what I'm saying? But like, we keep putting them out there. You know, so it's just a consistency. You know, consistency even in the face of failure is really what's going to help you achieve your greatest goals in life. Because if you stop at the first sign of failure, or the first sign of it getting a little tough, then, you know, one, you got to ask yourself, is this something I even really wanted to do if I'm stopping this easily? You know, and also, like, why am I letting this stop me so easily? You know, if I truly do feel this strongly about this goal or this journey, why am I letting this stop myself? You know, and that could easily be an internal thing. You know, like almost like you're looking for an excuse so you don't have to face the failure, you type shit. So it could be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a big enough reason for me to not do this, just so you have a reason to, because you're like, fuck, well, what if I do? Because I feel like a lot of people at the same time are also scared of success.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because then it's like, all right, what happens if I do get it? What happens if I do succeed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one thing just putting yourself out there, but then when you actually get what you're looking for, then it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a whole different ball game. So I think as much as people are scared of failure, I think a lot of people are scared of success too, because that's might be something they've never really had, you know what I'm saying? Or the level of success that they are all of a sudden now just given. It's like, oh shit, you know? So that could also be a huge thing. So I think a lot of times people look for reasons to not chase what they want to do or to not succeed. But I think a lot of the times those reasons are a lot really internal, you know, and you kind of have to kind of sit down with yourself and be like, okay, like, is this really something I want to do? If it is, why am I not letting myself do this or do that? Like, what is stopping me? And you kind of really just got to tackle those things and just kind of push through, even when you're terrified. If your knees shaking, but as long as you're taking the steps, you know what I'm saying? You could be scared as you want, but at least as long as the improvements are coming, like, you're still making progress, you know?
Facto.
Yeah.
Facto. All right, moving on. You headed to New York next week.
Yeah,
settling in my new place really well. No, you're good. I'm settling in my place really well. I enjoy it. No decorations yet, for real. Nothing really put up on walls, but it's only been like a week and a day. Yeah, a whole week and a day, and that's about it. Mm-hmm. So, finance is still figuring things out. This next month, as I was gonna tell you, is gonna be rough. So I'm kind of glad that I got the help that I did to, like, that's like in my fridge and like eating or whatnot. That's a huge help, gigantic help right now. But other than that, everything's been good. Moving on my own schedule's dope. Got up today, went to the gym, came back, showered, came here. Like, not that anything against my parents, but eventually you just want to do your own thing, and I feel good about it. I feel good about everything that's going on. I feel like I can do whatever I want when I want. And that's honestly the best thing. If I wanted to, I'm not buying weed right now, but if I wanted to go buy an eighth and smoke in my crib, I could. I could just do whatever the hell I want to do. And I think the opportunity of freedom is more important than anything.
Yeah.
So, like, yesterday was the first day I actually spent in my house all day. Felt great.
I bet it did, man.
Hell yeah. Like, not even, like, I'm in running places, going to work and going to the city and coming here and coming back, or I'll have, like, people over. Like, nah, yesterday was the first day I was there just by myself.
Yeah.
Even though I fucked up and I forgot I made plans and I fucked up my plans. But either way, I was just there all by myself. And I enjoyed it.
It felt, though. He was like, fuck whatever I got.
The whole time. I mean, it was an accident the way I fucked up my plans, but it felt good. And I got my first booking as a DJ. So I'm very geeked about that. I'll be doing a birthday party. So they like, and this kind of goes into what we're saying next, going to the JukeBox, a JukeBox segment where we talk about music that we're listening to right now. I've been listening to Bad Bunny nonstop for like the past 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, you were telling me.
I didn't realize how many bangers he had.
Dude's huge, bro.
Like, he's literally huge. You know what I was thinking about? A lot of people say that NBA Youngboy is like the king of YouTube or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I look at all the Bad Bunny videos. All of Bad Bunny's videos have over like 200 million views.
Bro, like, I don't know how true this is, but same thing. And I, don't want to bring this man up, but we were talking about this a long time ago, like why Tekashi has so many views.
Yeah,
and it was and I'm pretty sure I heard this. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and someone please correct me. But in like like his Southern America, like Hispanic countries, like a lot of the way they consume music is through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, you'll see like Hispanic artists and their views are just out the fucking roof.
Because Jesus,
like, what, But and then he's like, I've never even heard this person or heard this song, but they got 500 million views, But it's because YouTube is the main way that they're consuming their music. That's what I was heard. Like I said before, obviously I'm sure they have Apple Music and Spotify and shit. Like that's not just an American thing. So I mean, like obviously that's not the only way they do it, but I don't know what the statistics are for how many people have. What are you smiling at over there?
So, this is per tubefilter.com. In total, the official Bad Bunny YouTube channel has received 222.5 million views between March 1st and March 8th.
Yeah,
Fuck.
bro, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what the thing is, why go to YouTube unless the video is that fire? Why go to YouTube to listen to the song when you can listen to it on your phone?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well that YouTube must be the way they listen to music.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not going to YouTube to listen to music unless I want to see the video.
Then I can't lock my phone, and the only thing I can do is be on YouTube.
Exactly. So so that's why. But I mean, I'm not trying to say that's why he's getting so many views. I mean, clearly he's a great artist,
beast, right?
I personally don't listen to the man like that, but I've heard some of his music, and I know so many people that are just huge fans. So it makes sense why he's just popping off like that.
Yeah, he's definitely on a popping. So Bad Bunny, I've listened to a lot of that. Just bangers like what have I downloaded so far? I sent this to
You know any lyrics? Can you recite anything?
Yo, pero so. That's probably wrong. So if I translated that wrong, I said that wrong. Please respectfully correct me. I probably said that wrong. No, I don't. But all I know is he be in there. He got bars.
Bro. I mean, I don't know. You don't always have to understand what they're saying to really vibe to the music.
Yeah, no. And the drums and like I don't want to say the genre of music wrong. Let me go on a streaming service and actually say what the fuck it's called because I don't want to sound ignorant. I believe on Apple Music it's called Urbano Latino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't know if that's actually like the right way to say it or not, so I don't want to offend anybody. But I believe that's what it actually says on Apple Music. I officially made the move the title now, so I can't. Oh yeah, it says right there. What the hell? All right, my phone's tweaking right now. Yes, Urbano Latino. So I could be pronouncing that wrong, so I apologize sincerely. But that's the genre of music. But he's rapping. Mm-hmm. He's rapping. He's singing. He's literally Spanish Drake. And low key, I was watching that song Mia. Mm-hmm. They could low key be brothers if you really want to keep it a buck.
Drake and Bad Bunny?
I think so. They kind of look alike.
Maybe.
I think so. But
I don't know. I've never looked at them that hard, side by side. To compare. You know?
Yeah. So, Spillage Village. You check it out yet?
Yeah, I did when I was working.
You like it?
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing. I enjoyed it. I really did.
What's your favorite song?
Oh my God, I don't know, man.
I haven't finished it yet because I've been caught up in Bad Bunny, but I got to let me see, Spillage Village. I got to the third song, I believe.
Psalm Sing?
Yes. That's how far I got. Spillage in. I got to Psalm Sing, yeah. And I'm always a fan of a choir. Mm-hmm. So when choirs get put in songs, and I think that comes from like growing up a Kanye fan. Mm-hmm. When you hear a choir in a song with some type of sample, I'm a fan of that instantly. So I'm excited to see what they have going. They have a lot of crazy features on here. JID, Black, Ari. They even had a Chance feature. That's crazy. So I'm excited to see what's really going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the songs right now. I don't know if I'll be able to like pick a song that I really was fucking with because I liked it. The whole thing was nice. I mean, and the thing was, I wasn't looking at the songs. I was working, so like I was just like listening to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what song was which, to be honest.
I feel you.
But I mean, I do plan on going back to it and listening and actually like listening to it a little bit more closely and like looking at it and shit. Because I was really really vibing with it when I was listening to it. Every song I thought was dope. I really did. I liked all the features on there too. So I mean, it just everything kind of works with that, you know.
Facts, 100%. Speaking of Chance's rap, he had a feature on there. A lot of people are not fucking with Chance's music right now, and he hasn't put out anything new. But like,
well, didn't him and Justin Bieber put out Holy?
He did put out Holy. Yeah,
I didn't listen to that. I didn't listen to that.
I may have heard a snippet of it.
I didn't want to. I just haven't.
I don't think I did either. Sometimes I just be scrolling too fast, but. A lot of people are saying they want the old Chance. Yeah. I've never really been a day one Chance fan. Like I got on Chance when I heard Angels with Saba. And then like I was late. And then Coloring Book, that happened. And then after that, I just kind of been here as a Chance fan. So as a Chance fan, why do you think people are saying old Chance?
Well, I don't know, because like I mean, I wasn't like super day one, but I definitely caught on to him like a little bit before he just went huge, you know. But he still had a huge following when I found him, you know. So I was listening to the mixtapes, 10 Day and S-Trap and all that stuff. I mean, and I don't know, I could see what they're saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like with his most recent drops, they've just been so like PC, and not even PC, but it's just like it's like the stuff he's talking about, and it's just like, and I don't even want to say it's like it's so happy because I mean like, and because there's nothing wrong with being happy, you know? And not you don't have to always rap about depressing stuff to make a hit song, you know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of his songs were probably a little bit more relatable back then, you know. And it just didn't. And I think a lot of people might even say he just sounds corny, bro. I mean, you know what? Out the Big Day.
Yeah.
I mean, how many songs were about how much he loves his wife? You know, which is
a
great,
good chunk of them, which
is
is fire.
Like if I would hope I find someone that I love that much to where I can make just song after song about. But it's like, bro, like nope, like. Not everybody's trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just like, all right, man. And then like, it was a letdown, like just the quality. Cause you can make a banging album about your wife and it's hot, but the songs weren't that good. Like they're all right, but they weren't like,
it was like,
I'm putting this repeat, you know, I got to listen to this over and over again. Like you hear it, you're just like, all right, you know, like that was cool, I guess, you know, but then but the thing is when you listen to what Chance was, you know, with the mixtapes and then like the albums, it is kind of underwhelming just how it's just not the same, you know. But the thing is, there's growth. Every artist grows.
Yeah,
you know? But
as
I guess,
a person
I guess
too.
They just weren't expecting him to grow that way. But then I mean, he's also like on some, you know, activist shit, and he's doing other things, you know. And so the music that he was making, I guess, kind of goes with his persona now and who he is. So I guess it makes sense, but. I get why people want the old Chance back because I would like to listen to some old Chance too. To be honest with you,
it was super different. It was very because when I went back and listened to it, it's super different. Like I never anything like the old Chance, like ass rap and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right.
It was a own lane.
Like you knew who Chance was just off of him. You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like every feature he came in and he killed it. Like just his cadences, the way he was talking about, just everything about it was like, bro, like this is like a fresh breath of air.
Yeah. Breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And now I just feel like it's almost like he's not going as hard as he was on these tapes. And I could see that with a lot of artists though, just like because once you pop, then it's like, all right, I'm good. You know, now I just got to make stuff to kind of keep people interested, you know, and keep shit going. You know, I don't think that's where he's at in his mindset, but you know, it definitely doesn't sound like he's going as hard.
He did a feature on a stripper joint.
Really?
Yeah, a few weeks ago. I wasn't really feeling that.
I didn't listen to it. I didn't hear it.
I wasn't really feeling it. Like I can kind of see where they kind of wanted to go, but not only from a branded standpoint, just like overall musically the way he sounded on. I wasn't really feeling it. Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, I wasn't really. How'd you feel about what he said about Justin Bieber's album? He said Justin Bieber's album is gonna be something like Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. Or maybe be like a little better than per se. Definitely not.
What
Let me
what did he say?
I got you fucked up. Huh?
Yeah, that's like.
It's wild as hell. Yeah. Let me see.
That's crazy, man.
Complex Ambition. They are talking about.
You saying Justin Bieber's album's gonna be like that?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Let me see. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Oh wow, they deleted it.
Yeah. Flame.
Yeah. Well, that. Ooh. They actually went at him.
Who?
Chance went at them. Actually, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna cover this. Never mind because he deleted it.
Can I see what they were saying back and forth in the mentions or whatever?
It's kind of gone, but the tweets got deleted by the author. But essentially, he put up a video and was talking.
Reminds me.
Yeah, he said it reminds him of, but then he said it was like a hot take or wasn't even a hot take about like It's pretty much saying that Justin Bieber's album is going to be something like Off the Wall, or gives him off the wall vibes.
Well, he said we know none of us have heard it, which is very true. So he could be right in that. I don't know if comparing it to Off the Wall is because I mean Off the Wall
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Come on, bro. But I mean, I get. He said, if he gives him the types of vibes, maybe I'll have to listen to it. I mean, I don't listen to Justin Bieber every single day, but I know some of the newer stuff he has dropped hasn't had the best reception. I know, obviously he's Justin Bieber, so he's still gonna get millions of views. And all
right, and he's a talented dude.
Super talented.
Crazy.
So we'll be interested. It would be interesting to see what way he goes and how it's off the wall-ish. But that's a big comparison, and you wouldn't think that Justin Bieber would be the one getting compared to a Michael Jackson.
I expect Chris Brown to get compared to Michael Jackson.
So sound wise,
and dancing. Justin Bieber don't dance like that.
Off the Wall's not a dancing album. I don't think that's what they're comparing it to. I mean,
no, I'm talking about as an artist.
I'm saying just sound wise. Yeah, obviously or Chris Brown can dance and sing, but I wouldn't say they're not similar.
Nah, I give you that. Especially now that time has gone on. Like back then, technology was different. So sound wise, Chris Brown definitely is more futuristic.
I think they were back in the day. I think they were almost trying to push that narrative. You know what I'm saying, of Chris Brown being not the next Mike, but like similar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the same thing. But they did the same shit with like Usher. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, because there's video of them on the stage together and shit like that. So like. Whenever someone can sing and dance, it's is that the next Mike? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's not.
Right.
So I don't know, man. But that'd be interesting.
I'm excited.
Definitely gonna have people want to listen to the album.
Yeah.
Now. Be like, why the fuck was Chance saying it's the next, or reminds him of?
So here it is. Just Chance the Rapper says that Justin Bieber's new album is as groundbreaking as Michael Jackson's Off the Wall, and that everyone's letting him hearing it. Chance the Rapper and Justin Bieber are currently promoting the new song Holy, which is set to kick off the rollout for his album, Woo Out the Bam. While he has potential to come through on that promise, Chance the Rapper is putting too much pressure on the 26. Wow, he's 26. Justin Bieber's 26 now. Damn. Artist to deliver. Telling him during a recent conversation that he believes it's some of his best music he's ever heard in his life, and comparing it to Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. I feel like we should talk about how fire your album is, said Chano after confirming that he's working on his own project right now. I will say this is no cap at all. I said this to you in Chicago. It's some of the best music I've heard, period. It reminds me of when Michael Jackson made Off the Wall. Everyone who's listening, I promise you, it's literally groundbreaking music. So, that's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure. I would have been a little upset. I'd be like, bro, like, you had to say all that.
Chill out.
Right. That's big pressure, though. I mean, but, I'm not going to say it's not, because I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, so, all I can do is wait and see. That'd be dope if it was. I'm always down to hear some crazy shit, So if he's really coming out with an album that's that groundbreaking and it's just like, whoa, then I'm all for it. But that's a pretty big
statement.
That's a big statement.
That is huge.
A big statement.
And if it's your flop, that'd be
I don't think it's gonna flop. It's not gonna flop. It's Justin Bieber. It's not gonna flop. But we'll see.
We'll see. Definitely. So, all right. Hopefully this will be the last time we speak on this, because we don't entertain clownery here. But I'm sure you didn't. But did you listen to Tory's album?
No, I didn't. I think I listened to. I started listening.
Some clown.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't the biggest Tory fan to begin with. For me, like, I have a couple songs on my phone from the man, but like, I'm not downloading hella albums off of him. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't matter, because the whole shit is pretty nuts, man. Just not saying anything about it at all, and then drops an album. Is he talking about it in the album?
I didn't listen to it, but from what I've been reading in tweets, apparently people are saying that he talks about it, he addresses it, he apologized, says that he still loves her. I don't know. I haven't even listened to the album, so honestly, listening to the album probably give more context to this conversation, but I don't want to listen to him.
Yeah, I mean,
that's some weak ass shit.
It's just, the whole situation is just crazy. I know some people want his side. I don't know what his side is. I know everyone knows Megan's side of it already. Apparently, did you see what he apparently said to her before he shot at her feet?
No.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not.
All right.
Apparently, he said "dance, bitch," and shot at her feet, which is crazy.
Oh my
get the fuck
God.
out of here! I did not say that, but I don't know. That's what I saw.
Oh, that's
but
fucking crazy.
That could just be people talking bullshit. So like, don't take that for a fact at all.
If he said that shit is nuts.
It's wild. But yeah, man, I mean, it definitely could have been handled a little bit better, you know, with the whole situation. I feel like I think everyone feels like you're just using this as a way to promote your album, which is shitty. It's like, come on, bro. You didn't even make a statement. And the first thing you do is drop an album, you know, talk about it. You know, so, I mean, we'll have to see. Again, like, I haven't really been looking too much into it just because I don't care about it. But some of the stuff I have seen does. I mean, I know Megan came out. She's been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So right now we have her side, and it's pretty convincing.
Yeah.
You know, I'd imagine there's another side to it, but I don't know what he'd have to say that would justify why he shot at her feet or shot her feet. You know, so I don't know, man. Dude just didn't handle this well at all.
No, he said he was drunk, but at the same time, bro, that's, in my opinion, that's no excuse.
That's not an excuse, man.
It's not and
how many people were drunk that have done criminal activity?
Right.
If that's an excuse, and it's like
that everybody got to go free. Fuck all that.
Right.
No.
You still shot somebody. Man.
There will be no condoning of hitting women, domestic violence. I don't know if they were in a relationship or not. I don't know, but like, there's no condoning of any of that type of shit whatsoever. So all that shit is dead as fuck. We don't sponsor Tory Lanez. We don't do none of that shit. We don't really rock with him. That's some bitch ass shit to do. Before you, no matter what kind of music you make, before you anything, whether you an artist, whether you a president, you a man first or a woman first. You a human being first, and that kind of shit's just not tolerable.
Yeah,
and that shit is lame, man. I don't see any instance to really put hands on a woman unless, like, again, I'm not condoning, but like someone comes to you with like a knife and you gotta like disarm her, she about to kill you or something like that. But
if I'm after all of my trials or of de-escalating the situation.
Yeah, facts. That's the first thing.
I would make it known. I would make sure I'm speaking it loud. Like, I don't want to hit you.
Damn near record that shit.
Me. Like, you damn near have to record it and catch them in the act to really justify what you did. But hitting a woman is like that's the last thing that I would do to try to do, especially if I'm because I'd imagine a lot of the guys are just naturally bigger than a lot of girls.
They're naturally stronger too.
You should be able to just subdue.
Yeah.
At least hold them.
Or leave.
You know, or leave. Walk
just
away,
fucking leave.
You know, but like, yeah. But if my life's in danger, if you come at me with like a knife or a bat, like I'm not just gonna get hit because you know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna defend myself. But that again, that's an extreme
very extreme scenario. We are not condoning violence against women, nor will we ever.
Violence against anybody at the end of the day, bro.
Period. I mean, yes, violence against anybody, but definitely, especially not violence against women.
Here.
Yeah,
not everything has, bro. I feel like so much shit. Just people, their first reaction to anything or a lot of shit is violence. Is like, okay, now I gotta hit them, or we gotta settle this way. It's like you really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of ways to de-escalate situations and to handle situations without resorting to violence. But that's just such an easy way to handle things, you know?
Yeah.
Such an immediate, just like, okay, well, now it's time to bring the pain. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
that's just terrible.
You could easily talk about a lot of shit, but, you know, that's just me. But yeah, bro, I haven't listened to it. I probably won't listen to it, to be honest with you.
I'm not either.
And I'm just interested. Like, man, he really fucked his shit up because he was on top for a little bit, especially in quarantine.
Were you doing the quarantine radio?
He was busting, and then all of a sudden, this is like, man.
One mistake will fuck you up forever.
Yeah.
One bad decision. So
yeah, but I don't think people are gonna. He's still gonna have fans, bro. I mean, this is not enough to make him lose all his fans.
You don't think so, man?
Nah,
it's enough to lose respect by your peers,
bro. For some people, most people do not give a fuck. I'm telling you right now, most people do not care.
That's crazy.
Shit. I mean, you could look at other people that still have fans that have done some grimy shit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's true.
Like, he's still gonna have fans. He's still gonna be making music. He's still probably gonna be touring around. Might not be as popular.
Definitely not.
But I mean, he'll still be doing his shit, bro. I mean,
definitely.
Like I said, most people just don't give a fuck. Most people don't care.
Well, those who don't really care about life often don't lead very good lives too. At that. Not saying they don't care about life, but they don't care about that business. But certain things, you live by certain principles, and these principles put you in good position to live a good life.
Well, I'm just saying, like, again, with like the whole 6ix9ine thing, like, he still has fans. He's still making music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you would think that, well, if you were really real and you would know what he did, and you wouldn't, like, but most people don't give a fuck about that. Like, they're just, I just like the music, you know? Like, or some people don't even know what's going on. They're just listening to him because, like, oh, I just like the song, and, you know, So it's like, and if you're invested into this lifestyle and the culture and all this stuff, then you might feel some type of way about it. But if you're not, then I'm not. People are still gonna listen. People still listen to R. Kelly, bro.
Yeah.
Like and everybody knows what the fuck he did. So if he's still getting plays, Tory Lamez is still gonna be getting plays.
Fact. Yeah.
As much as you might not want it to happen, it's gonna happen.
Unfortunately, so. All right. Let's move on to miscellaneous. I kind of want to ask you a politics question, but you be going fucking crazy, so I'm gonna ask you last.
Okay.
How you feel about the NBA Finals? I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad the Heat got there. I wanted the Heat to go. I definitely think the Heat could bring it to them. They're gonna have to really play on their shit.
Perfect. Damn near.
They're gonna have to be on their shit. The Lakers are a good team, man. Lakers are a good team. If they have a way to slow down one of them, because you're not going to slow them both down. You're not going to slow both LeBron and AD down. But if you can not control one, but at least slow them down, make it harder for them to do certain things, and maybe you might have a chance. Because I know that the Heat play their heart out every game, so the hustle is going to be there.
Hustle, yes.
The hustle is going to be there. The defense is going to be there. So it really just kind of comes down to they got to make their shots to really be consistent about it, and they're star players. I mean, I don't even think they really have star players. That's not the type of team they have.
They got JB and that's it.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler's obviously a star, but like when it comes to like the man on the team, there's no one where you're like, oh, that's that person's team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, so because they all have a role and they all play extremely well. And if one person's going crazy one game, and they see like, oh, like they let him do that. They don't try to. There's not another superstar on the team that's like, no, I want to take the final shot. It's like, bro, you've been going crazy all game. If you're confident in the final shot, take the final shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's plenty of fucking players out there who just said there was a player that just said that he should be taking the final shot, and somebody else took a shot and he missed. I think it was Paul George. He didn't just say this, but
it was in Indiana.
Yeah,
this is last year in Indiana.
Read about this because people were talking.
Oh damn, yeah. Oh yeah, that was Indiana's series against Cleveland.
Yeah, but
CJ Miles. He was right in that aspect.
But still, it's just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. And now it's funny that he said that shit. And now look at him, like he's not doing shit. But it's just like the Heat don't have players like that. At least that I know of, like
clutch players.
Not clutch players, but selfish, like, give me the ball. Like, I'm supposed to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a fuck who's going off as long as they're winning. And because look at Jimmy's had games where he's had 10 points. He's had 30-point plus games. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever he needs to do to get for the win is what's going to happen. And I think that's a quality that the Heat have. Like, they don't care who is the player of the game as long as the game is won.
Yep.
Type shit. And not that the Lakers do care who is player of the game, but I think the Heat really don't care. They don't really give a fuck. They're just there to win. And then the Lakers, the Lakers are Lakers. They got fucking every old and new star that they could have brought to the team to help them. They had how many fucking former All-Stars are on that team now?
Just 2. Three, I guess. I don't know if Rondo was ever All-Star. Rondo, Brown, AD.
Was an All-Star.
Okay, so they're 3. That's it. Rondo, Brown, AD. That's it.
Dwight Howard.
Oh shit. Okay, Dwight Howard and J.R. Smith and Deion Waiters never All-Stars. So that's it. Just 4. So that's a lot.
Yeah, but and
4 Hall of Famers for sure.
Everybody knows that they're trying to build the best team possible. So I get it. But I would like to see the Heat win. I really would. But like I said before, they're really gonna have to play. But I don't think it's not like it's gonna be an easy series for the Lakers either. The Heat are a good ass team. They weren't even supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? They were not supposed to be here, and they just
busted their ass.
Made it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like they're gonna be playing their hearts out because they know what's coming up next. They know who they're gonna be playing against. And also Spoelstra has experience
coaching Bron, and he knows how to stop Bron too.
Exactly. So that might come into play. Granted, he's not the same player he was in Miami, but he's still the same player.
That's still Bron.
That's still LeBron at the end of the day. So and just having any experience coaching him, or playing against him, playing with him is going to help you, at least kind of be able to deal with it. Yeah. Because you're not going to stop him, but you're able to deal with it. You can go, like, he likes to do this in these situations, or he might, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is. And Miami's coach is going to have a lot of insight on that because he's coached them for what two championships? Well, they went to 3,
4 or 5 years. Yeah,
but so he's seen him in all moments, loss, winning, and I'm saying tough moments, easy. So he's seen him in all of that. So he has an idea. So that's gonna come in handy for the Heat for sure. I'm looking forward to it though. I'm not mad about it. I wish it was Denver and Miami.
Yeah,
that'd have been fucking crazy. But
yeah, it would.
But I'm not mad with this either.
I think that the Lakers, they beat everybody in 5. I don't think they're beating Miami in 5.
I don't think so.
You have to beat Miami in 6 if they're gonna win. Damn near 7. So with that being said, I think that Miami has the advantage on the perimeter because if you look at the Lakers and how they play, everything revolves around Bron, AD.
Oh, yeah.
And so with that being said, their role players have been kind of iffy all playoffs. KCP, J.R. Smith ain't really been playing. Deion Waiter's been in street clothes. And then you look at Dwight Howard's been going crazy down low. So as much as Miami has the advantage on the perimeter, LA has the advantage in size. And I think and I said this last week, and I will say this to the day that I die. This whole small ball movement, it's dope. I feel like everyone tried to do what Golden State did. Houston definitely tried to copy Golden State if you want to be honest. But if you look at the teams who are in the NBA Finals, the teams who were like the last 4, they all had size. Except for Boston wasn't the biggest team. But they had Anders Cantor. That's still a big. You know what I'm saying?
Miami has a big.
They have Bam.
Who just went nuts.
He did. But LA has.
Well, yeah, they got a tall team.
They have exactly.
They literally built a team.
Big ass team because literally they know everyone's gonna go small. So because of that, now they just here AD get 35 and 15. Here Bron go in there and dunk on everybody.
If that happens,
if it does,
I mean, AD's hasn't had. There's been games where he hasn't really been playing
that, and he's been really injury prone too.
Yeah, I mean, he just tweaked his ankle a couple times.
And
so, of course, I don't want him to get injured, but it's a possibility. And he tweaked his ankle. He didn't even step on anybody. He just landed.
It's weird.
And
it's like the whole Steph Curry thing. Nobody could touch him. He just in his ankle now.
So that's an issue that I'm sure they're aware of. They're going to take into account, and hopefully he's okay. But we'll have to see because that could easily hurt him. Make him a little bit slower. Make him hesitant on certain moves, which could then alter how the Lakers are going to start playing now. Because you can't use AD as much. So now you can't use AD as much. Now you use LeBron more. Now he's going to get tired faster.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So now. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Heat play him. I know the Heat's defense has been
crazy,
top notch this playoffs.
And they have 3 Bron. When I look at players
like Bron stoppers.
Thank you. That's what I call them. I call them Bron stoppers. Iguodala, Butler, and Jay Crowder. So those are 3 people who literally can guard LeBron. The list is very short. If you want to go over the entire league, the list is short. You got like Thaddeus Young.
Not a lot of
Kawhi Leonard.
You gotta be strong. You gotta be quick. You gotta have.
You gotta be
IQ.
At least 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. They got the pieces to do it, and they have Spoelstra, who is again, I feel like such a good piece to have going against LeBron, just because he's coached him for so long, and he's coached him in winning the finals and losing the finals. So he knows, you know what I'm saying? He has a good. Obviously, LeBron is gonna probably, I would imagine, bring something different, or he's grown since then. But still, you're still the same person. You know what I'm saying? So there's still gonna be some tendencies that Spoelstra is gonna be able to possibly take advantage of and be like, he doesn't like it when they go on this side or boom, 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 whatever the case is, or with the 3 LeBron stoppers, all 3 might be on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Make it really hard for him. You know, and so it just depends what happens, but. It might even come down to, it might just be a bigger coaching battle than it is a team battle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really going to be interesting to see how they're going to try to out-coach each other. Because the Lakers coach, this is his first year?
Frank Vogel. It's for first year as Lakers coach. Frank Vogel.
As Lakers coach.
As Lakers coach, yeah. But he has a really experienced staff.
No, I know. No, I know. I'm just saying because obviously they know Spoelstra has a experience with LeBron, so they're going to have to just out-coach each other, and see what happens with that.
And on top of that, Eric Spoelstra has Pat Riley, the Godfather. Yeah, I know Pat Riley plays a front office role, but
obviously
you would be naive to think that he's not in those coaches meetings going like, what about this? What about this? Yeah.
I would hope he would be.
I would want him there too. Shit.
Can you please come in here?
Right, sir. Please, Mr. Riley, please.
Let me know what I'm doing.
Right. Hey, Pat, you want a cigar? But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think Miami's guard play is crazy. They play really good. They shoot the ball really fucking well between Duncan Robinson, Crowder, Tyler Herro's a bucket.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. They got a lot of shooters, so like threes rack up quick, and if they catch heat, like it's a problem.
Yeah, and Jimmy Butler's really hard to guard.
Really hard to guard. He's got to. I mean, it's hard because they could go in, they could hit the 2, they could hit the mid range easy. Jimmy Butler's got that down pat.
Yeah.
They can hit the 3 easy. You know what I'm saying? They got size. They don't have as much size as LA. I don't think anybody does, but they still have some size, and it's not like they're just big and clunky out there. Like Bam's a fucking dog.
That boy's
like,
nice.
So it's like
he did hit that crossover top of the key and went to the lane.
That's what I'm saying. So, and the thing is, I'd imagine who's going to be guarding him? AD,
Dwight, or JaVale.
So the thing is, I'm not really worried about JaVale. Dwight could be. I mean, he's
he's going to be an issue. Yeah.
And AD, if his ankle's bothering him, he's not gonna be nearly as quick. He's not gonna be able to jump as So that could be an issue right there. That could be exploited. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that happens. How that's handled. Because I could see it being an issue. Because then if they are struggling guarding him, then I'd imagine LeBron might start guarding him. But then who's gonna guard? Who's guarding?
The perimeter, because they got too many weapons. So
I'm saying, so that's something that they're gonna have to think about because Bam's he's really doing some big shit out there, especially in his position because and he knows going in facing the Lakers, he's gonna have to really step it up.
Facts,
which he has been though. So it's not like it's like fuck, like I don't know how to play this well. Like he's been. I think he's just kind of has to get in that mode, but I think it's gonna be nice. And I hope the Heat win. I just want to see Jimmy get a ring, man.
Me too. Chicago, just like I want D Rose to get a ring. I want D Rose to get a ring. I want JB to get a ring. I would still want all the Bulls back. I low key was rooting for the Clippers because I wanted Joakim Noah to get a ring.
That'd have been crazy.
That'd have been nice. He deserves it.
Yeah, bro. All the Bulls players from those.
All the motherfuckers deserve it, bro. Everybody from the crib deserves it. That whole team, the bench mob, Kyle Korver.
Everybody.
That's why I wanted Milwaukee to win for Kyle Korver.
He's never won a ring with anybody. I feel like he's been on a.
Oh, you know what?
Cavs,
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
he was on the Cavs. He's got his ring.
Okay, cool.
But all of them, I get you though. But like, man, they'll get it eventually, man. I mean, he'll get a ring.
Oh yeah,
he's young enough. I think Rose is gonna get it. I think he'll get one because someone's gonna want him on a team, a contender to be a backup point guard.
Because he's still a bucket.
Even though I think he could easily be a starting point guard. But
easily.
I'm not gonna get in that conversation. But a lot of them I think will get it. Will get the job done and be on those teams. But I don't even think anybody would be mad seeing the Heat win either. I don't think the only people that would be upset would be Lakers fans. Yeah. Everybody else would be like, yes.
Yeah.
But that's usually how.
But if the Lakers win, everybody gonna be mad.
Yeah, I mean, if the Lakers win, everyone's gonna be like, well, duh, they have LeBron and AD.
Right.
So it's like.
How do you feel about Paul Pierce's hate on LeBron these past few months? It's been weird as fuck to me.
I mean,
I've been putting him and Skip Bayless in the same vein as people who just say crazy shit just because. Because we all know Skip Bayless just for that reason just nitpicks LeBron.
I mean, I feel like you could easily take it just as him just being salty because he's LeBron and
LeBron
Paul Pierce. But at the same, I could also see as a former player who's played against the man, you probably have a little bit more of just an idea, because it probably is a little annoying, like seeing like everyone hype up LeBron or a player, and you're like, it's like he's not all that, but you would know better because you played against the man.
You should know better.
You played against the man, so I don't know, man. I mean, it's probably just a little resentment, or just maybe he doesn't want to be this. Because I mean, someone's got to say something about not everyone can just be on LeBron's dick. I mean, Jesus, I've seen so many LeBron posts on SportsCenter and ESPN on Instagram. I've barely seen any Miami posts about anything. And even when Miami won, the first thing that was asked to Eric Spoelstra was about LeBron. So it's like, fuck, guys. Like, I could see people being like, all right, well, like, I'm not just gonna be another person on LeBron's dick. At least I'm gonna say something that is not just amazing about the man. Everybody knows how good he is. I mean, obviously Paul Pierce, he knows how good LeBron. Everybody knows how good LeBron is.
Yeah,
everybody knows how good he is, but it's like not everyone's just gonna be like he's amazing. The same shit happened with Kobe. Same shit happened with Mike. Same shit happened with Larry Bird.
Same shit happened with Steph, KD, everybody.
Everybody, like it's annoying when everyone's just dick riding the whole time.
Yeah.
So
facts. I feel that. Let's not. I don't even want to talk about Paul George anymore. Travis Scott and the food deal. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. He's making bread off that. I can't even imagine.
I think that was some of the dopest. That's one of the best marketing things I've ever seen. I've never. Has a rapper ever had a meal before?
I'm sure they have. I don't know.
This one's probably gonna go like the big because Travis has like a cult of fans. They do whatever the fuck he says.
Yeah, I know. This is crazy.
It is crazy. So,
but that's big though. Not the first person to partner with McDonald's though.
Oh no, not the first person, but like
meal wise.
Oh really? Who?
Michael Jordan had a meal.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Michael Jordan had a meal.
Do you remember the meal?
No, it was probably just some
basic.
I mean, the meal that Travis got is literally what is it? A quarter pounder with bacon.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and a toy.
Right, like I could have made that myself, you know. So it's not like it's just his name's on it. So it's like,
here it is. The Mick Jordan Special was a value meal celebrating the legendary basketball star and sold regionally in Chicago area. It consisted of a quarter pounder with bacon and barbecue, sauce, fries, and a drink. Interesting. Interesting. All right. We're running a little low on time. Anything else you want to hit? I was going to ask you real quick. Let's wrap up.
Oh, yeah. You want me to ask that politics question?
How do you feel about the debate coming up?
It's coming up tomorrow?
I don't know.
I think it was Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be embarrassing for both individuals. I don't think either one is just going to come out on top. I think it's just going to be a lot of just insults. They're just going to try to get some 30-second, Joe Biden, slams Donald Trump during, the debate, or Donald Trump, makes fun of Sleepy Joe, whatever the fuck they're gonna say. And it's not even gonna be a real debate about real topics. It's just gonna be which old white guy can sound the most, hip with the kids, and it's gonna be fucking stupid. Is what it's gonna be some bullshit. Like, I'm not looking forward to it whatsoever.
I'm not gonna watch.
I'm not happy with either of the candidates that are up there. It's just the same shit every election cycle. I want something new, but hopefully, hopefully one of them doesn't fuck everything up, and hopefully one actually does decent in the debates. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? And it also depends on the moderators too. Like, I want them to actually ask them some good questions, not just a bunch of softball questions, because that's always what it seems like.
Yeah, Joe Rogan was a great moderator. I fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, I just want someone that's not biased. Not that Joe Rogan's biased, but just I'd like to have someone that just either you don't know their political affiliation, or they don't have one, or they're independent, or whatever the case is. And I want them to ask real questions, and I don't want them to. I wish they wouldn't allow them to just dance around the question and waste time, because they only have so much time to answer these questions.
Yeah,
they'll ask you a question and they won't even answer the question. They'll just start talking about some bullshit.
Well, back when I was born,
literally, and it's just it's like, all right, bro, you're not answering the question, and then time's up. It's like, all right, well, now we gotta move on. So you didn't even get your fucking answer. Like, I want a moderator that's like that's great, Joe or Donald, but I didn't ask you that. I asked you this. Can you please answer the question? Keep them on their come on. These are adults here. These aren't children, man. Make them actually answer some questions that
Facts.
Americans want to know. There's plenty. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, for sure, bro. That's why I want to wait till the end, because I know how you get. You let the chopper fly. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much all we got. Unless you got something else you want to talk about. Real quick, with our a minute and a half left.
I mean, nah.
Okay, cool.
Not enough time to talk about anything really.
All right, my guy, give me your social media.
It's P Bugs on Snapchat, Instagram, Apple Music, and that's it. PB00GS is how you would spell that. Follow me, guys. Follow my Apple Music, man.
Follow him.
I think I have some pretty good music taste.
Definitely. Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. D-Streets815 on Twitter. ISD and School Detention on YouTube, guys. Please check us out. Thank you so much for tuning in to ISD and School Detention on all podcast platforms. Please, please, please. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week, and we will catch you another time.
Peace.